here's a bad email. Okay, so let's read through it. It's very short, and then I'll share with you my thoughts on the way forward. So it says, dear user, you've been identified as an active user of Amadeus for Developers self-service portal, self-service API portal. We would like to inform you that the Amadeus for Developers self-service APIs portal will be decommissioned on the 17th July 2026. So yeah, a number of months from now. And it goes on to say Amadeus enterprise portal and APIs are not affected by this decommission. If you are an enterprise customer, you'll be able to continue using the enterprise APIs through the Amadeus enterprise portal without any issues. Next up, it says in March 2026, we will be pausing the ability for new users to register on the website. That is next month. So this is the last month. Then they're saying, consequently, on July 17th, 2026, you will not be able to utilize anymore the APIs available in the Amadeus for Developers self-service portal. The APIs in self-service portal will become inaccessible and your APIs will be disabled. If you are an enterprising customer utilizing the self-service APIs, please reach out to your account manager about migrating your application. We apologize for the inconvenience this may cause you. We would like to thank you for your continued support and valuable feedback during our journey. We have updated our FAQs to answer most of your questions. If you need further assistance, please, there's no please actually, it's me adding that. Feel free to reach out to us through email at developers@amadeus.com. Regards, Amadeus for Developers team. Yeah, so it's the bad news. Now, first of all, I would want to say that I hope you have created an account. If you haven't, please do and take this chance to learn. Okay, this project serves two major purposes. Okay, number one, I'm building it for my startup, like I told you in day one. Secondly, I wanted to also share my knowledge and learn and build in public. Okay, through that way, I practice what I'm doing, I get better at what I'm doing, and I also get an advantage to teach, because sometimes the more you teach, the better you become at concepts and tools and so many things. So I hope that many of you have learned from this series and that you are better. Okay. So if you've been doing what I've been telling you since day one, I expect that you're better. Now, what's the way forward? The way forward is this. Of course, by now there's still a lot of time. Okay. We have this month. Okay, we have March, this April, May, June, July, 5 months. Okay, so if you're building this project and you still want to use the Amadeus API, the self-service API, which is free, you have 5 months of practice. Okay, and if you were to practice every concept here in this playlist for 5 months, you will be very, very good. Okay, now, me who is building this for my startup, like I told you, every feature I build in public is just something I'm leaving in for everybody to see and learn. But there are things I'm going to build privately for my startup, which I don't want to be in public. Okay. Those features, okay, some of them actually require the enterprise API. So I will need to migrate to the enterprise API at some point, and I will do that. Now, something to take note of. Okay, AI, I think, is also part of this whole thing. Why? I feel on an article. Okay, I landed on an article here, and I want to expand and select a few statements. Okay, I want to select a few statements to show you So this was, I think, on, let me scroll. So there's a quote I'm looking for. Okay, it's here. Read this. It says the enterprise portal and enterprise APIs remain fully available and continue to serve our large community of developers and partners worldwide. We remain committed to supporting the developer community throughout this transition. We will continue to engage with developers, gather feedback, and ensure that the right tools and pathways are in place for building new travel experiences. So someone say in a LinkedIn post, is it Martin? I hope sorry for pronouncing your name wrongly. Says Martin, independent consultant. Martin, who is an independent consultant and director for travel and consultancy in Astronomad, said he understood Amadeus' move but deemed the timing wild. So read this quote, okay? It says, right as AI agents are about to reshape how people actually book travel, Amadeus just made sure nobody can experiment unless they can afford enterprise pricing. So I'm starting to think this is like an AI issue. It's an AI issue, probably. Okay. The guys are scared that AI is maybe going to, I don't know, abuse their APIs, and people will end up not paying for their APIs. So maybe they want, if you're going to put an AI agent for booking, then you must you must pay for their APIs. Okay. It's what I get from this quote. I don't know what you guys say. So you're saying, read this. It says, want to build a better search experience, need approval, and a big contract fast. Brilliant brilliant booking flow idea. Better have enterprise budget. Okay. So if you want to create your booking tool or whatever, you must have an enterprise budget. And this is going to disturb many people, okay, especially those in certain countries where, let me say, you have no budget, okay, you have a $0 budget, and you're counting on using the self-service APIs, then going to talk to someone who is an airline consolidator or an IATA certified person to issue for your tickets. Yeah, so it's crazy. It's crazy. So there's another interesting quote I read here. Read this. It says AI agents are about to redefine how travel is discovered, priced, and booked. And the response says is to get access. Okay. Oh, I need to read this again. Sorry. AI agents are about to redefine how travel is discovered, priced, and booked. And the response is to get access, meaning it's Amadeus getting access. Okay. Says that won't stop innovation. It just pushes it outside the walls. Okay. So the head of lodging strategy and supply management for SAP Concur and VP of distribution for Club Quarters wrote. So clearly people are not happy about this. Okay. No one is happy about this. Look at this. Read this. It says Amadeus is so dominant that they must provide access or they will face the wrath of the regulators. Okay. Then he says, I see this overall as a bad move. We have enough dogs in the manger within the industry. When the biggest player doesn't play nice, we all suffer. Then it says, additionally, it may open up opportunities for competition. As Saber, I hope I've pronounced that correctly, as Sabre has added agentic AI features to its developer portal. Okay. I don't know what this Sabre is. Okay. Because actually I was planning to build an AI agent to handle travel. Okay. On top of the web Let us see if this is the one. Sabre travel technology that powers modern retailing. Okay. So let us see. What do they have? Let me see. Good products. Airlines. Okay, let me go to developers. What can developers do? So Sabre. So the alternatives. I think this one with the alternatives. Okay. So let us see. Okay, let me. This is interesting. Look at this. So this an alternative. Says complete set of travel API. Says incorporate end-to-end services across the entire travel journey, from planning to purchasing and servicing. Build a fully customized application from start to finish. So their alternatives. Read this. They say Sabre APIs are available in both REST and JSON. So there are alternatives, okay? And I'm going to make sure that later on I refactor the project for you guys who are learning, because, well, this project began last year, but you might find maybe 6 months from now, when Amadeus has cut off everybody, there are people who want to learn, okay, from this project. So I'll refer to the project at some point to allow them continue learning, okay? So that this project is like relevant, okay, for anybody to learn web development. But even then, the concepts, okay, that have been in this project don't change. Then there's also another alternative, which is this is called Travelport. So Travelport also has something similar, okay? They offer the same thing. So look at this. JSON API feature says air end-to-end travel workflows for air, including search, price, book, ticket, cancel, and more. Yeah, it looks like bad times, but there are alternatives, okay? And I'm going to look more into them. So I went ahead to look at the Amadeus enterprise APIs, okay? And what I'm looking for is the price. Since you're cutting us off and you're forcing us to pay, what is the price? Okay, what is the price? So let this page load. It's taking longer than usual. Okay, it has loaded. So look at this. You're saying highlighted APIs. They're saying SOAP. This is crazy. Why are your APIs SOAP? At least have REST endpoints. Wow, this is very depressing. But let's see from here on air. Okay, for air, they have ticketing. Okay, they have REST and SOAP. So this one here, flight order issue. Flight order issue allows you to issue tickets for full service carriers from an existing PNR you may have booked thanks to flight order create. Display the itinerary. All right, and this is actually missing in the flow that I have built. But I hope, yeah, it's not that expensive. I'm trying to look for their pricing, but I can't see pricing anywhere. And the reason I came to this page was to look at the pricing. All right, that's it. So yeah, 5 months for you to build and learn as much as you can using this project. So make use of the time. 5 months is a long time, and you can learn a lot in 5 months. I would say how to refactor this into another API. All right. Bye for now, and catch you in the next video or live stream. Yeah, so actually this thing is actually done, and like you've seen, I've begun microservices. So I want to go deep into microservices, and I want to go deep into AI engineering and building agents and stuff like that. Yeah, all that coming up soon. Bye for now.